Hello there. I am now continuing with my analysis of my most recent video, Blue Star Solstice 2016 Memory Complex Codes, Royal Houses of Sirius, Pleiades and Lyra. But before I continue with the analysis, I would just like to say that since I've released these videos, I've had lots of emails from people saying all sorts of different things, but predominantly what they're saying is they're really resonating with this information and this material because it's something that they have known for a long time, something they've always felt, and especially recently this information, these downloads are coming to them. So I've had lots and lots of emails from people saying this. And they're saying that the information is coming in, and yet they haven't necessarily been able to process it. Some people haven't processed it at all. So just have this information sitting there either by visuals or by words or knowings, or simply just very strong resonance when they hear a word spoken by someone else. So, for example, the word Sirius, or the word ascension, or the word royal code, royal houses, they instantly resonate with these words and don't know why. I've had other people write to me who are processing this and are in a state of processing, but basically what everyone has said is that these videos are helping them to make sense of their own knowings of all of this. And when they hear me speak and hear me analyzing this video, it's actually assisting them with their process. And it's almost as though they know all of this, but they haven't been able to put it into words themselves. They're just not able to verbalize what this and what these metaphors, what these frequencies are, and how to actually verbalize the analysis that they are going through. So the videos that I'm doing are acting as like a reflection to them or a mirror to them. Because everything I'm saying is the way that they would put that into words if they were able to do that, and it's helping them to be able to do that. So I've had lots and lots of emails about this. Also, I have had lots of questions. Obviously, every point of analysis, every video, every piece of channeling, every download, it brings up more questions. That's how we learn. It's like a little mind map. And every answer or response to every question branches off into loads more questions, and then new responses, and then more questions. And this is how we expand. So I would love to be able to go through all of them and answer them. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all of them, but if you do have questions, please send them in. If I can get to them, if I feel that they're very relevant for everybody, then I will respond to them. If I can respond to them all, I will, but send them in anyway, and I will do my best to respond to them. So this video today, I'm not continuing with the analysis of the channeling. I'm going to look at two of the questions that I do feel are relevant to a large group of people. So the first question that I received is, why am I alone in this knowing? Why is it that I have this knowing, I get these downloads, I have these feelings, I'm able to process this, and yet when I try to talk to other people or help other people or converse with other people about what's happening and these downloads, in the vicinity that they live, they are not finding anyone that they are able to talk to. The person who wrote to me said, no one's interested. Everyone just seems to switch off and get bored when I start talking about this. And the only place that this person can find like-minded individuals that are receiving this information is via the internet. So it's really difficult for people who feel this way to understand why they're alone. Why aren't they with some big family where we all feel the same and we're all receiving these downloads? Why is it that big family is on the internet and not in the vicinity? Some people I know through clients may know one person that they can share with, maybe two if they're lucky that they attend a group. But for the last 6 years that I've been doing personal readings, I have heard this question again and again and again. And most of the people I see are alone in their knowings and in the vicinity of the area that they live, and the way that they are able to find connection is via the internet. Well, I have obviously asked the 9 this question myself, because I've asked it myself quite a long time ago when I also was feeling this same way. Why is it that no one else around me is asking these questions, picking up these answers, and is feeling like me? Where are these people? And when I did discover these people online, my questions continued. Why is it not in the vicinity? I now know that where I live, there are actually quite a lot of people in the vicinity of where I live. So some people are living in a hub, what's called a hub of spiritual kind of, it's like a gathering place. There are several. One is Glastonbury in the UK, Brighton in the UK, London to a certain point in the UK. There are some pockets up north, Manchester in the UK. Where I live, in the south of England, close to Bournemouth and Southampton, there is a real hub here. And if you've watched any of the recent interviews I've done, which are called A Forum of Reality with Patrick and Mike, you will see that there's a lot of my friends being interviewed on there, and they're all from the same place, and I know them all. So we are in a hub here. I didn't realise this, though, until about 3 or 4 years ago, when I actually asked to meet people who were like me. I asked the universe, or the 9, and within a week I had made connections and found out there was a huge network. But we're not all in places like this. We are not all in places where there is a huge network. We have the opportunity, if we would desire, and if it's in our pathway, to move to one of these hubs where there are lots of people like us, or to visit them regularly, or be connected with them in some way. So the opportunities are there. But as I said, I've asked the 9 this question, and this is the response that I have had from the 9 for quite some years. I've been asking this question. So this is a response to the person who wrote to me, to all the people who are undoubtedly asking the same question. So what the 9 said to me was, if you imagine that you are a multidimensional light being, or a memory complex matrix that is a collective of light beings, and you are in some way overseeing the experiment or the game or the plan that is Earth and humanity and their evolution, how you would do this is to take an overview. So move yourself back out and imagine that you are looking at the Earth in front of you, that the Earth is in front of you like a ball, a globe, and you are this energy matrix that is able to look down and see the grand plan. And you're not just seeing one date, you're seeing an accumulation of many, many years, potentially thousands of years, and you are able to tune in on all these different time periods and all these different geographical locations across the Earth to in some way oversee the placement within time and within space of these human incarnated individuals. So as an overseeing being of light, or collective group, light group, do you take all the star seeds, the incarnated star seeds that are destined or programmed to be triggered at a certain time into their memory, where they will start to have knowings, that they will start to become very creative and start to share their knowings and teach their knowings and open up to many abilities, including healing and healing of the planet, healing of others? Do you take all these like-minded star seeds and pop them on an island all together, nowhere near everyone else who isn't from that perspective destined to awaken, if you like? Now, if you do that, those star seeds are going to have a great time. They're going to have the time of their lives. It's going to be just like home. It's going to be just like the Pleiades, just like Lyra, just like Sirius, just like Arcturus, just like Andromeda, and all these other home planets, if you like, these inception points, these memories of other incarnations. Why? Because they will be within a group of enlightened ones, and together they can party and heal one another and connect and all have similar philosophies and eat similar food and have ceremony, and it's going to be wonderful, and their hearts will be opened while the rest of the planet is enshrouded in darkness and ignorance with no one there. Would you create that scenario? Or would you do it this way? Would you look at the globe, look at the time periods, look at the geographical locations, and take these awakened starseeds and dot them around the planet so that they cover the entire planet with light, they cover the entire planet with color? And looking at the time periods, you see a few will always be there, and then we've got this trigger point of around 2012, and through that 2012 period where these starseeds come online. So do we make sure that these star seeds can connect with one another for support, but are dotted over the globe so that the entire planet is covered with the starseed vibration? Well, the nine tell me that the collective light beings that are overseeing this planet, the decision that they would make would be one of service. And that isn't just service to the starseeds, that's service to all humanity. Therefore, the decision that was made, and ultimately the decision makers are you, the game masters are you, the decision that was made is to cover the entire planet, which means every single human being is in the vicinity of an awakened starseed. Somewhere in their vicinity is a light worker, a healer, a channel, someone who knows the way to assist them, someone who knows the answers or knows how to respond to their questions. So this has spread this light right across the globe. Now, we do have these pockets where it's more concentrated and there are more star seeds. Like I said, where I live and in other areas, I've just given you a few in the United Kingdom. The most well-known in the United Kingdom is clearly Glastonbury. But there are pockets all over the world of these pockets of star seeds. So too are there pockets of darkness, if you like, where they would have to travel to find a light worker. But those pockets are based on the frequency of the land, the frequency of the precession of the equinoxes, and this sort of living dragon, if you like, that moves through the earth, known as ley lines. It's to do with that, and it's to do with the energetic and the karma of the place. So if somewhere has been lots and lots of war and battle has taken place there, and that particular area is still traumatized from that battle, then you may have a darker energy there. So starseeds would not really be called to live there unless they are called to do healing, clearing, and assist with geographical karma. These individuals are known as grid workers. There are many of those. So there's so many different ways to look at this. But ultimately, this is about sharing the energy across the planet. But at the time of the Great Awakening, which is around 2012, when all these star seeds are triggered to come online, and so many of them are triggered to be born, to incarnate, then there has to be a way that these star seeds can connect, because the connection creates a grid. It creates a crystalline grid across the planet. This is through human awareness, also non-physical awareness, also some of the awareness is coming from the animal kingdom, the elemental kingdom, the crystal kingdom, specific to programmed crystalline structures coming in from Atlantean technology, crystal skulls. So we've got this network, and each aware starseed is a point within that network. So there has to be a way to create a connection. Now, there's a telepathic connection that will always be there, and this will occur within dream time and meditation and knowings. But there is also another way that these individuals can network together physically, which strengthens the telepathy, because eventually the network will be telepathic only. There will be no need for any physical technology because the telepathy will be so strong. But in the early stages of the Great Awakening, the starseeds needed some assistance to create that network, that grid of light, that crystalline grid of light. And that assistance is the internet. What's so interesting is the internet was originally created by service to self structures in order to control the population. It was a tool of control, but every tool of control, when it gets to a certain point of critical mass where light comes in, it flips into the opposite. So we still have the control system, that's still going, but we've got the flip, which is the absolute opposite of control, which is freedom. So the internet is also a gateway for freedom. How? Because it connects people together. It passes information. There is more information now amongst humanity than there ever has been. There's far more sharing at such a rapid pace than there ever has been. Now, in our year of 2016, moving into 2017, it's increasing and increasing all the time. So these hidden structures, these hidden concepts that are there as tools of manipulation have been, leaked, if you like, into this structure that we call the internet, passing information. So one, information is being passed. Two, individuals are able to connect. Like me making this video. If there was no internet, then things would be slower because I and starseeds like me would be writing books, making telephone calls and seeing people in their vicinity, traveling to find people. But bang, we have this fast connection of the internet. We create a video, we talk on Skype or other video connections, our iPhones and iPads, and all of these structures were control structures there to control the population, flipping into the opposing. So the service to self structure flips into a service to other structure so that balance is created. So one can always see the positive and negative aspects of the internet, social media, mobile phones, cell phones. There's a negative and a positive aspect in all these things. So one of the positive aspects of that connection is to bring starseeds together so that they can get confirmation of their own downloads. They can get confirmation of their own telepathy. It is not to take away from their telepathy. It is an adjunct to that telepathy. It is a support system to the telepathy, acting as a trigger into the telepathy also with some individuals, with many individuals. So that network could grow. So this is the answer to your question, why are you alone in this? Because the majority of people in your vicinity, if you are a knowing starseed, will be individuals in various states of awakening, and many will not have awakened and will be firmly rooted within the third dimension. You are the light worker for them. So to walk around and feel lonely and feel depressed and irritated, why am I alone in this, is absolutely understandable. Of course it is. And for you to analyze those feelings of feeling alone and feeling frustrated and feeling puzzled, analyze all those feelings. They're all there for a reason. But when you can flip this over to, I'm here for these individuals, you can't go running out in the street and saying, hey, everyone, I'm here. Who wants to know something? Line up. I've got the answers, or come to me for healing. But you ask the universal grid, the network, that mind of intelligence that operates through this fast-moving electromagnetic energy that we know as synchronicity. Ask that energy to guide you to these people. And sure enough, these people will come to you. the individuals that need you, for you are the light worker placed in that area. So does that mean you have a duty to honor the people? In the way we perceive duty, I've had other questions about this, not in the sense of you have to against your will. It's your duty and you must, because that's what you came here for, and if you don't, there'll be trouble. No, that's not what duty means. Duty, if you flip that word into mission, then it makes things more in alignment. Yes, you came here with a mission, but always, always, always within free will. If you don't want to be a light worker for a group of other people and you want to put your energy elsewhere, you do that. Follow the alignment. There is no comeback on those who do not follow their mission in a specific way. And when others say to you, you're a light worker, you're a healer, you're a channel, it's your duty to do this, this, or this, that's out of alignment. It isn't your duty, it is your mission, and you choose how to express that mission, if you like. So that's the response that I was given from the 9-4, that first question. So I'll end this video now, and I will be back shortly with the second question that I was asked, which I also believe is really important, and I believe that many people, well, I see many people feeling the same. If you want to send questions in, any question that comes in that I feel holds a lot of mass, a lot of weight, meaning many are asking that question, then I will do my best to respond to that. Once I finish the next video responding to question 2, I will go back to analysis of the original video. So thank you very much for listening today, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.
What is the Matrix? Who are the Masters? I, Magenta Pixie, am so very pleased to present my first book, channeled from my guidance system that I refer to as the White-Winged Collective Consciousness of 9. Discover the true story of our origins as an energy system, how we lost the original template for our destiny, and how we are now in the process of remembering those lost codes. Learn how humanity may reclaim the sovereignty which is rightfully ours, bringing us back into wholeness, integration, and full understanding of who we are, what we are, why we are here, and what we are here to do. Spirituality, metaphysics, and science merge as the sacred geometry, known as the language of light, is downloaded and decoded. The realization and activation of these ancient codes for a new dawn of man is an alchemical process available to us all. Now is the time that collectively we move forward into a fully conscious ascension and embrace the new archetype of Master of the Matrix.